Alright, y'all, this story starts over on Reddit with an artist who posted on r/art, and it really spiraled from there. Now, we're gonna go into this guy, and it's really silly, because he's lying about using AI. I never seen someone lie so much. So let's get into it. So it starts with this person who put Marshall Lockhart, J.B. Pearson, digital 2024, and I knew immediately that this was ChatGPT. Everybody knows. You can already tell. I don't have to show you anything, but I will for fun. So here's the image, and you can already kind of tell that the eyes are a little bit goofy here, and whatever's going on with these hands. So, I mean, you can even tell, even right here, there's a little bit of an issue. You know what it looks like? It kind of looks like he pasted it over itself. Like you see right here. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, you can. Right there, see? It's a circle and then a circle. It might be an AI issue, an AIism. But it could be also he pasted it over, because I believe he's been tracing too. So he is very adamant that he drew this. So he also posted this here, and this is obviously some AI shit. You can tell just by looking at it. It doesn't look like somebody made this, obviously, because like for example, what is this? Like, what is this? Is this a walnut? Is this a watermelon? We don't know. So naturally, of course, people are going to have to confront this, because people are just going to notice that it's AI like right away. But the one thing about this guy is that on the post where he said that this was his art, right? I can't even believe like somebody would do this. The way to prove that he did it, that he drew it, was actually to take a screenshot of it in Ibis Paint and go, proof I made it. All he did was open the image in Ibis Paint and take a screenshot of it. I don't know what made him think that this was a good idea, or that this was going to work for anyone. So at this point, I know the comments are going to be funny, and they're like, this person's a troll 100%. And he's like, why is that? I drew all these out. This was me using Ibis Paint. I've since switched to Clip Studio. But whatever. Even showing you a screenshot of me making them won't convince you. You are a lost cause. And the mods of r/digital art deleted it themselves too. So there was another comment that was there, and he was also posting as himself randomly, and he's like, this is called cartooning, simple designs, but you wouldn't understand that. Seeing how you comment on art while not having any piece of art posted on your page, nor real creative input on anything, because as far as I can see, all you do is to go to every page possible and ask for assistance in writing. So you tell me, draw something, anything, have someone scrutinize your work, use an artificial algorithm to tell you that your work is an artificial algorithm, based souls on how it looks. Shut your bitch ass up and enjoy life. Okay. So the reply there was, oh, and I'm gonna post mine so that you can steal it? No thanks. I don't and will never post art here. An assistant in writing? No, that's D&D. Even this message feels AI generated. Is this your account? Did you get compromised? I do understand cartoons, and this isn't cartooning. This is actually more like a chibi style. But you wouldn't know that, would you? Cartoons imply stretch and squitch and are highly stylized. This doesn't feel like highly stylized. This is the most basic ChatGPT prompt. And it was also there last night, but it's not now. But there was a post where someone had went to ChatGPT and I wonder if I still, hold on a second. I think I might have it somewhere. There it is. I saved this and I sent it to somebody. So here is the same fucking prompt, I'm assuming, as the other one, and it even has the same like AI issues because of the crown here and things sitting in front of things. So here is another post by the same guy, Jared. We're gonna call him Jared now. So just to prove to you that this is more some ChatGPT shit, really look at this. Really look at this. I don't know who in their right mind would take this seriously as anything other than ChatGPT and asked, or what the guy did was redraw ChatGPT, but there's proof coming that there's no fucking way that he did that shit. So this is also sus, and I know what y'all gonna say. But like the thing is when you feel this is a little bit sus and it looks exactly like literally every ChatGPT prompt ever, and then you put it into like an image art thingy, and then it comes back that it is AI. I mean, I'm not saying the detectors are great, but I'm saying, you know, it kind of does make sense when they say 100% ChatGPT specifically. So keeping that in mind, he posted on art of one of his characters, and the fucking mod can, I'm sorry, r/art mod can go, they can go fuck themselves. Because I would love to see the proof that this dude showed, because when I show you proof later, you're gonna be like, holy shit, no. So it says this image has been confirmed to be authentic by the mod team. Verification images show proof a human has done this work and was sent and confirmed to be valid. I would love to see what that was, because there is no fucking way. Because now you can just literally create that. As you guys saw in my last video, talking about how you can just generate fucking images and then make it and show progress. So go look that up if you haven't. So this person says, I appreciate the mod team verifying the art. I hate how AI has tainted the water so much that a picture like this triggers, oh, this is AI slap. And someone's like, yeah, I think the mod team got this one wrong. His only other post is obviously AI generated coloring books claiming that they're his own. Like super fucking obvious. Like his proof, he still had ChatGPT pulled up. I am not believing for a second that a human made this. This is master level's work on an account without any other posts or links to socials. He covers his own books. Why can't I find the link? Master level charcoal portraits he's been doing for years, and why can't I find a single whip or anything other than a link to this artist's work? The biggest tell is when the artist thinks the proof is just a screenshot of an image in a cheap image program. And he goes, the user provided a full progression of proportion drawing to a completed project. They definitely drew it. The artifacts that you're referring to are likely from image compression. Oh, shut up, Relay app. And it says, this was a response from the mod. Horse you wrote in on another person that was being removed from AI, though this person just posted it again and it was verified. I thought this was rude and dismissive towards this person's story about how his work was being unreliable, undeniably real and authentic. I was not spamming. Very disappointed in the moderating being done here. It should be very clear. Even the name and the title is slightly different from the first. It should be obvious. You said it yourself. Yeah, they replied to me that apparently they got full progression shots and proportional drawings and everything. I just straight up don't believe that. Damn, it seems like it's just a mod or two that got caught lazily reviewing and is doubling down, not the first time. This image has classic AI artifacts, so I don't know what exactly the moderators saw that changed their minds. It's so obvious. I'm curious as to what they showed for proof. And it says the guy replied with, yeah, this third attempt at posting this piece people got complaining about how I did AI. Sent the mod team the reference in the work. The thing is I've been drawing for decades. Just keep that in mind, okay? Decades. And only the past 3 years or so, I did start doing digital. Mainly character portraits and covers for my book. AI is making it hard and makes me feel like I'll never share any image because the people will just glance and go, oh, that's AI, is it? And this was the original post, but I'll just read it out for you guys. Someone goes, who do you think you're fooling? And he goes, like the fact that he's like so, like no fucking way, dude. He goes, I did a charcoal sketch using a reference pic of Darce Montgomery that took 2 days, then scanned it and spent another 24 hours of digital work. I did this because, one, I was inspired by the actor during his interview, and this was a low point of my life. I based his appearance off of a character in a book, and no, I didn't use AI. I merely thought of using that shifty ducking crap boils my blood. But you know what? I don't care. Someone could paint the Mona Lisa or Starry Night and it would be flagged or called AI. Why did I even bother? And he goes, show the sketch then. It's more engaging when people see the creation stages anyway. And the stupid person says here, as for the rules of this page, we can only post finished sketches. Learn that when I tried to post all of this work. Also, I sent it to the mods and they agreed it's not AI. I'm like, even in the comments, there is r/sketches as a last resort. What do you gain from lying? People aren't this foolish. The mod team goes through thousands of these review quests every day. They're bound to miss several. You can easily post the layers or a time lapse in the comments. Any digital tool that can turn out a piece like that is going to have both features, but you know, you're going to keep LARPing, right? And the stupid ass fucking mod team goes, thanks for your concern, but we'll be okay. This is legit. Please stop spamming the same comments. We're going to start removing it. And the guy goes, I'm not spamming anything. And you or someone else in the mod team did already remove my comment for low effort. It is painfully obvious that this post and their repost of it is AI. I am guessing their proof was just an image slapped into some standard image editor. That seems like a very poor standard of proof. I understand that there's lots of things for the mod team to review, but this attitude is getting to me when I am very much trying to help out here. This is ridiculous. Look at this person's post history and listen to some damn reason. And it said they got, and Jesus, and someone's like, really? And the guy goes, yes, 73 hours using, I don't even know how to say it, Dacre Montgomery as a reference. I did not believe him the moment I saw that post myself. So do you guys remember when I showed you his one piece? This one. I want you guys to just remember this for now, okay? I'm gonna show you guys, well, I'm not gonna show you, I'm gonna read it for you because it's basically deleted, so it's kind of like error-y. So when I originally saw this, I reported it to the mod team for AI, and then I commented, and then they deleted my comments. And then other people were commenting and they got their comments deleted too. And so the thing was I did not believe this person. And I even asked the mod team, I said, this is ChatGPT, can you please remove it, mods? But they just deleted it. They were just deleting everything and saying like offensive remarks or this has been removed. We continue sharing your art that aligns with the guidelines. Don't accuse people of using AI. Then what the fuck is the point if people can literally just post AI images in r/art? I'm sorry, because someone was accused and was wrong, and now you're just gonna let people come through with just AI just because you don't want to get accused of doing the wrong or right thing? Maybe you guys need a little bit of people who fucking understand what art is. I swear to God, you guys, I swear to God, you fucking moderators. So there's a few comments that are left here. So Jared, he says, this is not going to prove anything to you. You already made yourself judge, jury, and executioner in this case. Nothing I say or do will change your mind. I could show you work from 2002 and you would still claim it's AI. So he also said like, you wish, sorry bud, Clip Studio and decades of training. Oh my God, that makes me so mad. I hate cocky motherfuckers like that. And someone's like, okay, show your art from 2005 then. If he said decades, that means at least 2. So I don't know where his one comment came from, but it says here, even if I did a stream where I draw it all out, show you all my screenshots, but let me guess, even that's not going to convince you. And someone else goes, nah, if you had VODs, I would obviously change my mind. Screenshots maybe, but they can be unconvincing. So I replied and I said, do a stream, I'll watch you. And he goes, okay, well, I'm going to have to figure it out. Discord, right? Or is it Twitch? I think I have Facebook Live. Is that a thing? And I'm like, Twitch. And he goes, okay, it'll take a bit to figure out. And I'm like, don't worry. I stay up late and I'll be here. And I am expecting you to start with a fresh canvas and full screen display with your layers exposed. So he posts the link. He posts the link. And he says, I can promise all that, but it'll be tomorrow. I got to get the kids to bed, a wife to be with, and a job in the morning. So he private messages me the link. Now you guys had to know, if this man was gonna stream for me, I was definitely gonna record that shit. I was definitely gonna record that shit. So we're gonna watch it because I recorded about 10 minutes and I'll play it fast so you guys can see. And we're gonna have to zoom in because this motherfucker did not know how to stream. I tried to help him for like 15 minutes, but he couldn't figure out how to get his Samsung tablet to stream full screen. And I even looked up the directions and I gave it to him. All right, so this is the video that I recorded from Twitch. I wanted there to be enough so that you guys could see, because I didn't want to play the whole thing, but I want to just show you guys this start. So I'm going to play a little bit of this. Let me see if I can make it faster. Damn it. Let's see if I can make this faster so we can watch it together. Okay, so it's at 2 times now. I'll do it 3 times so you guys can see. You guys can see him shifting through things. Like, oh my god, watching this was such a pain because the screen was so little. You guys can see way more than I can. Look at this. Look at what he's doing. This is not somebody who understands anatomy and has been drawing for decades and decades. This is somebody who is, what I believe, me personally, I believe this is his first time attempting to draw. I think he just learned how to use Clip Studio Paint, and he's looking at a reference probably off screen, which is whatever, that's fine. And I think he's trying to do some of the things that he's seen artists do, because he doesn't seem to understand what that was for. Like, you saw that part where he put the diamond on the nose. Like us, we know that the diamond is like the wide part of the sides of the diamond is the wide part of the nose. The top is like the part where your nose goes under, and the little part is the little like thing in between your nostrils at the bottom. But he just put it on the bulb because he didn't know what he was doing. So here he drew the circle very performative. Like, look how big those eyes are. I'm sorry, you're not gonna make me believe that the person who drew the previous whatever we saw in quotations is the same guy that does this. I've seen how you know what we're gonna do right after this? Right after we see the other half of this, I'm gonna go and show you what one really looks like. And then we're gonna see. Because this is pure silliness. This is pure silliness. The fact that I can't believe he was so damn bold as to stream for me. He had to know that I would figure it out. He had to know I would figure it out. There's no way that he didn't. No way, no how. And I tried to tell him, like, after this, I was like, you're good, fam. You're good. You don't really have to keep drawing. And here's the part 2 of what I found. I'm gonna try to speed this up. We ain't trying to be here all day. So as you can see, this is not it. This is very messy. This is giving beginner, and I'm not saying there's anything wrong with beginner, but this is not giving I have drawn for 2 or more decades. This guy is coming off like he has been drawing for, when someone says decades and decades, I'm thinking like 40 years like Aaron Blaze. I'm not thinking this guy is just casually drawing one thing one time in his life. It's most likely that he uses AI. Obviously, he can't even understand like how the shapes works for the eyes, because this is not semi-realism. This is not stylized portraits. This is hyper-realism. Who is he even drawing here? Who is this person? I can't even tell who this is supposed to be. Is this person old? But yeah, like, what do you even do? This is a hot mess, and I don't know why this guy even tried to make me believe that he was gonna. No, he fucking didn't with this. Like, all I did was like, I recorded him, and then I was like, all right, I'm just gonna watch, and maybe he'll do something here. Maybe this was the process of he's gonna do it for me. But I think after I told him that was not a possibility, and he's all good, he could just stop. So he did stop. Now I'm going to show you guys what a good example, right? So we can even see what I would expect from somebody who is doing hyper realism. Now I found this account here, and I don't know who they are, but I just looked it up. And because I like, what they got here, I'm just going to pick one of their videos and we're going to watch one of the shorter ones. So since I know only about Stranger Things and some of the other stuff they have, but I want a good reference, we're going to watch this one. So right here is where they started. They did, just basic sketch. This is more what I would imagine someone who is familiar with drawing hyper-realism portraits, that has been drawing for decades or even a few years, that is outside of the beginner sphere. This is exactly what I would expect, with understanding of control and how to do shading. This person clearly knows what they're doing, so we're going to skip ahead a little bit, or skip to the middle. So look like this. I don't know the name of the guy, Mike Wheeler from Stranger Things. I don't know who the name of the actor is, but I could recognize him just from looking at this alone, because I know he has the long nose, he has the big lips, he has the small eyes. So this is kind of what I was expecting when he said he was going to draw for me over on Clip Studio Paint. And he said that he's done pictures like these before physically and then scanned them in and finished them off digitally, which is like, what? Why would you even do that? There's not much to finish off unless you're just color grading it. But either way, like when you look at this, you could tell that this is not what he was trying to show us. Well, show me. And he even did another version, and this version is a little bit different. I wish she'd actually left something over here so we could see what the reference was. But even though this one doesn't look, well, this one might be a little less good. I don't know how to describe it. It doesn't look more like him than this bottom one. This still looks like the guy. It still looks like the person. So that's what I was kind of expecting, and that's not what we got. Now I'm gonna tag this person below. Oh my goodness, it totally covered their thing. Hold on, I'm gonna show you guys. The person's name is Pretty Mira. It said like Egyptian Filipino or something. I just want to give them a quick shout out because like they posted here. Yep, Egyptian Filipino. They do 3 times a week, and they do a vlog with their family. I just found it at random. Super cute account. You know what? Follow them if you want. Now, after this exchange with this man, I proceeded to go and talk with him privately. Now, I'm going to read our private messages. Now, usually I don't read private messages, but because Jared deleted his account, I feel like I don't really need to hide the messages now. So feel free to listen while I just tell you guys the story. So I didn't know at first that he deleted his account. I got messaged by another person, and that person said, hey, did that guy delete his account, or did he get banned off of Reddit? And I was like, so I went and I looked like privately, and the account was gone, closed by the person, it said. And I was like, I guess he deleted his account. And he goes really crazy that he really thought everyone was just going to believe that he didn't use AI. And I was like, yeah. So, okay. So initially, this was around like midnight, right? And at 12, after he got done streaming for about 32 minutes, I was like, fam, you're good. And he goes, I'll post the finished work when I can. So this is what I said. I said, so I know you're not going to like this. While I appreciate you drawing for me, I can tell that you absolutely cannot make what you've been posting. I think if you kept at it that you could. That's ultimately up to you. You have a show of a great beginning. But now I know that there is no way that you made the things that you've posted. You do not have the line quality or the confidence or the understanding that you should have had in between each of these pieces. And I say this with the utmost honest feelings that if you did practice and not run it through AI to finish it, you could probably do realistic sketches. So his response was, it takes me days, if not weeks, to finish a piece of work. So I'm sorry that at the beginning it isn't cultivated normal to standards. But I will fight you on this. I don't fucking use AI. It takes me weeks to finish a piece of work, not hours. And I said, you know what? It takes me weeks as well. Sometimes months even. And he goes, exactly. And I'm like, I'm talking about your sheer skill. Your skill is someone who has just started drawing. For example, you pet the line way too much for someone who has been doing this for decades. And he goes, yeah, digital isn't a pencil or a piece of charcoal. And I was like, I understand that, but this is something that this is a skill that you learn over time. You learn to get rid of other skills that you don't need. For example, petting the line as you do. Now, I know there's going to be people in my audience that are going to say, well, I do that. Miss, I do that. You know, I'm not talking about you. And if you are a beginner and you just happen to hear me say that, it's because over time you learn that you don't need to make the tiniest little scratches because 1, it's not good for your wrists. 2, it shows that you don't have line confidence. It's line confidence learned over time. And I'm not saying you can't do scratchy art styles, but I have a video on my other channel about that. I'll link it here if you guys want to see it. Anyway, back to this. And he goes, well, I'm new at digital, so yeah, it's going to take me weeks to finish it. And I was like, ugh. I wish you would just be honest with me. And I get why you won't, but thanks for speaking with me. And he goes, I've been nothing but honest. And that is such a lie. So one of the things that I wanted to also mention about this man is that he is so deluded about his AI usage. I don't even know why he would do this, because you know how Jared put his whole, doxed himself, put his whole last name on there. And I was like, well, I might as well look up the guy. So I spent a little bit of time looking him up. So of course I found his TikTok. Of course he had a TikTok because he's an author. So we're going to look at some of these TikToks. So even by looking at some of these images, you can see that he's probably used AI. Like for this one, you can tell this one is AI, obviously some ChatGPT, something, whatever. So right here, he says that he's done a charcoal piece, right? And he shows that dragon, this dragon, and he shows clear pictures of it here. So this is what I think he was doing. I think that he would get a little bit of drawing done on it like this, and then he put it into ChatGPT, because the only part that it kept was this down here. And you could see see a little bit. I don't know if you guys can see. Well, I hope you can see. See where he kind of digitally added some of these little lines here? Just a little bit. But I don't think this was the idea that he was trying to go for. Now, before we watch this, make sure you guys know that he doesn't use AI, guys. He's never used it. He has never, ever in the history of Everary used AI. So I don't know what we're going to see here. Do you think that maybe this might be some AI shit? Do you think that might have been some AI shit? Because it kind of does look like AI shit. And here's another one. Another one he totally and completely didn't use AI for. Get out of here. Dude, you just... Oh my god, I can't. I just can't. But I think I did get to him a little bit, because look at this. He actually drew his own thing, and it has his own characters on it with his, what I know that is 100% what he can draw. He's so new to digital art. That's not even that bad. So I hope maybe he went home and he was like, you know what? I kind of like doing this pencil thing. He said it took him about 40 minutes, and it was 2 of his characters, which before he was just using ChatGPT. And I mean, what the fuck is this shit? What is that? What did I just see? Who are you trying to make believe this bullshit with? Also, here is the cover. I wonder if I can like save it. No, I can't save it. But you guys can already see this is a ChatGPT cover. It's got all the little warblies that we are familiar with here. I think maybe he just got some help maybe from somebody, or he just had some vague idea and then he tried to edit. I feel like maybe he got Clip Studio Paint so that he could do some minor edits, because that's what this looks like a little bit, because it's got basic text. He probably did some erasing to fix it a little bit, but otherwise, it's called Death Isn't Easy, and he shows his stuff here. Okay, so he does this thing. There's this part down here where he's tried to edit it, right? So he knows that people think M dashes are GPT or AI writing, and it is obvious when it is, right? But it's certain parts of using M dashes. It's not using M dashes all the time. It's not excessive amount of M dashes. It's M dashes in a certain way, right? So right here, it's this sentence. Hold on, let me take off my thing. Against them stood the wretched denizens of darkness, vampires, goblins, trolls, banshees, wraiths, M dash, each fighting with the desperation of the damned. That right there, the sentence, that is AI sentence. And he goes, and here it goes. And through it all, he walked untouched, unbothered, his golden mask gleaming as he did his work. AI has a way of not telling us anything that's happening, right? So there isn't really an atmosphere. Right here in the beginning, it says the battlefield stretched before him. A writhing mass of clashing body screams in the sickly glow of flickering in and out of existence. Warriors of light, radiant and divine, surged forward on celestial steeds, their blades burning like miniature suns. Like, he's not doing the environmental work of what this looks like. He's telling us that there is a battlefield, but battlefields also have environment. And I am not reading all of this here because it's like French or something. And here's another one. Here's another type of AI sentence. It shuddered at his touch, allowing the soul to drift free, weightless and glowing. That's like he edited that. Like, I'm sure that this was adjusted. And AI has a thing for short sentences, very short sentences. So I'm not going to go over all of his writing. There's no point. But as you can see, some of this is AI. Well, I believe I believe that all of his books are AI generated based off of my reading of these samples. And he had like 7 or 8 books on here. Oh, you know what? I actually just found it. I don't know what happened, but it was there and then it wasn't there. It said it wasn't working, so I guess Amazon just wasn't working. So here are all of his books. He has, well, we can look at them now. So this is, I mean, you can tell, I mean, look at the sides here, guys, and look at the front. It doesn't look like any runes that anyone has ever known. He's just doing the basics to make it, and they're long books too, like they're long. It's just very, I don't know. Like, I don't understand why people would use AI for their writing. And the opening of this book, too, is the same way. Shattered bolts of lightning broke the skyline. Icy spears of rain bombarded the landscape. Despite the rampant noise of nature, silence fell upon the several dozens mages arms for battle. It's still not telling us anything. You know what I mean? Like, it's not telling me anything. Let's go look at a better book. Let's go look at a different book. But first, I'm going to show you guys her books. I follow her. I love her. She's so precious. If you're interested in writing and doing indie publishing, oh my God, you have to look at her channel. I have been following her since she had like 800 subscribers. I don't know how I randomly found her. Her video was just suggested to me, but I've been following her ever since. So now we're going to look at her books and see how her books, as like I would consider her a professional author. She was published and now she does indie stuff. She's known as the Cozy Creative. So let me find one of her books. I'm going to read this for you. The first edge of dawn broke over the eastern mountain range, turning the soft clouds to pink and waking the Dragon King up before the morning bells. Right there, even that sentence. That is a good sentence. That is, so we know where we're at. We can imagine that in our brains. And here's another one. This moment of pristine morning beauty, when the first light grazed the snow-capped peaks to the west, was the only moment of the day he was alone. So very alone, the morning bells rang. See? Awesome. So I know this video was a little bit long. Some of you guys that were in my Discord definitely saw me posting the stream because even though it was only 30 minutes, it was the stream. So what do you think of this person? I'm not going to name them in the title because, well, there's no point of that. He's just an AI bro who clearly is very insecure. Hopefully, if maybe somebody sees this and somebody tells him about the video, maybe he'll, I don't know, maybe he'll come and hit me up and he'll comment below and he'll say that he's not going to use AI anymore for literally everything. But I don't know. I see that he's very insecure, so we'll have to see. And if you guys want to see kind of what happened with Milo Winters, I'm going to try to do a video about him next week, so feel free to look forward to that. I'm going to do the life and lies of Milo Winters because I got a little bit of new information and I'd love to tell you guys about it. And if you guys are interested, please subscribe to my channel. I will come in through the net and I will cut it down if you guys don't subscribe. Okay, I would love to try to get to 20K before the end of the year. I don't know if that's possible. I am a very slow growing channel, but that doesn't mean anything. All that matters is that I can entertain you guys a little bit while you're bored. So also please go to my Patreon, do it or else. I am currently writing my second part, well, not my second part, my first part of one of my other characters from the short story. So if I can get that edited, you guys can look forward to that. We'll see what's going to happen. I'm not making any promises because I made promises for like 4 months before I actually got it out. So, and on the 30th is when the Patreon thing goes free for free users. So look forward to that. I will see you guys next time and bye.